Hello and welcome back. Our airport is up and running here. We have a beautiful setup here. We have planes coming in, they're able to land and get all the stuff set up, and then when they're ready to leave, they do so, which is working out very nicely. We have a couple of planes kind of weirdly stuck here. They have some strange problems, like this guy. They're just going to ignore that he's there. It's okay. He's still there, and he will eventually take off, but for right now, there we go. See? I told you he'd go. So they're going through there and doing their thing. We do have a couple of weird little problems that we eventually probably need to solve, but for right now they're not that big of a deal, and we're making money. Not a ton of money, but we are making money, and as every bigger plane kind of offloads here, we have people going through doing their thing. So our airport's looking good as far as that's concerned. We have a fuel depot, which just got refueled apparently, and we have trucks that are there refueling our bigger planes, and then our little guys down here are getting refueled by this one here, which also have a ton of trucks. We have some things that we need to do. We really want to expand this because as of right now our contracts area, which is all the way up here, it could be better, and we're having some graphical issues right now. Not a big deal, but they did add something onto this game, and they've added a few things, and I continue to expect them to add on things. The biggest thing they added recently were these little multiple planes, which you can see expires in 12 days, so you can schedule things way out in advance for multiple days over a period of time. I need to wait until this kind of clears out, which looks like it's going to happen on Sunday for that to happen, and until that happens, we're going to sign a couple of small planes. Looking for a 1-star or kind of lower star item, since it doesn't seem to be going through. So this one's 7 successful flights and small stands. We'll sign that guy. And let's go through here and see what else. This one, 5 small. Yep, we could do that. Awesome. And we have, ooh, look at this. See? So this one's 5 daily flights. It's successful. We'll sign that one, and we'll see what our flight planner looks like now that we have a couple of other things set up. So this day's over. We really can't schedule anything else there. We'll go into Saturday and schedule. Let's go and schedule this one first, and we'll put that right at the beginning of the day. Confirm that. Now, what should happen is this one should continue through. So on Saturday, go there. Sunday, go there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it ends. But it's there for 5 full days. I don't have like 5 different flights I need to schedule. It's 5 full days of things at the same time, which is a really nice addition. I'm really, really happy that they added that on. This is the same kind of thing, so we're going to put that 15 minutes offset. And again, we have those set up. So that makes things a little bit easier, where I don't have to go through and schedule everything set like every single flight, because that's super annoying. I just need to go in and schedule things as appropriate. So we'll set off these guys. My Skylink flights will be over here, so you're going to go at the 15s, so 9:15, and then go with you being at 13:15, and we'll just kind of fill in these flights, get them all set up and ready to go for the day. Then we can fill in multiples. This one's going to be at the 30 marks. So this will be at 9:30. Then this one here will be at 13:30. Okay. So we filled out everything for our small flights. We have some larger flights that are doing their thing. And we're getting some fuel there, which is making us some money. And everything looks good, great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. We have our buses doing their thing. And apparently they're... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I thought over here was going to be check-in counters, but no. They're over here now. And then this area eventually is going to be baggage claim, and there'll be another check-in center over here. Because we will eventually build another terminal area out here to satisfy all of those. There's a couple things we could do. Right now we're making money, which is nice, but if we can satisfy more flights, that means we can make more money. We only have 3 bigger the gates, so I definitely want to add on 1 or 2 more of those just to get set up initially here. And what I really also want to do is I want to add on baggage stuff. Now, I think I've researched it and done all of the things that we need to do for that. So we'll go to economy and procurement, and we can get some more trucks. And you can see that we have some of the crafter service trucks, which are the baggage claim ones, and everything else looks pretty good. We could do some more of the baggage stuff, but we don't have any baggage things right now to really do anything with, so that's not really going to work for us. But we do have people filtering out onto that flight. This area here is kind of a disaster, but it's okay. We're going to repair that runway. I did find out one thing just in playing for fun, that if your runway for whatever reason goes down to 0%, it closes the runway. Then you have to build a new one. So in my last airport that I built, I only had one runway. It was a small one that was kind of facing up down like this. I had a whole bunch of flights. Like I had like 60 of these little stands for commercial, or excuse me, the general aviation planes coming in, and that was all fine. But it used up the runway really fast. And as soon as the runway is used up and it gets to 0%, you can't do anything in the game anymore. You have to wait until you either build a new runway, and you can't repair a 0% runway. So I really, really like this game, but I really think they need to change that mechanic. That mechanic is brutal. There needs to be staff that you can hire that can repair things and go through and take care of them. I don't care how expensive they are. That's not a big deal. What is a big deal is that you can have an airport totally closed and keep it closed until you build a new runway. Not just demolish the old one, but build an entire new one to get that going. I think that's just a really bad mechanic. I'm not thrilled with that decision by the creators of this game. So that's just my personal suggestion. I think that's not a good idea, but who knows? Not that many people listen to me, so it's not a big deal there. Let's go through and figure out what we want to do here. So if a medium stand and an asphalt medium stand, that's $150,000. Good lord. We'll put one there and another one there, and then we're going to go out. And thank God the foundations aren't expensive in this game. We'll go out and build some more. I do have to click a lock. I don't like that. I'm going to sound a little critical of the game in this review, or this Let's Play, and mainly that's because I've played this game a bunch, and there's some things that annoy me, like when you drag something out that I have to click again. While not a game breaker, it's super annoying. I don't like that we do that. I don't like that I have to hire contractors every time. I'd rather just hire my own and kind of have things ready to go there. But you can see my area's going, my workers are coming in, doing their thing. So they're going through. Apparently they don't have to go through security even though they're carrying giant boxes. Somebody could just pretend to be security and boom, problem. But not a problem in this game for them, apparently. We're going through and we're adding on a new foundation for an expansion of our terminal and a couple of new stands so that we can really start going through and maximizing what exactly we want to do here. And what I really want is I want planes just all the time here. I don't like that our airport's totally closed now. I think there could be some flights at the overnight hours, or that the skip forward button actually worked. It doesn't do anything right now. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really seem to do much of anything. So that really doesn't mean anything. But anyway, I'm sorry I'm complaining. We're getting everything set up, ready to go here, and we'll be going. We just need to get everything actually working here. And what in goodness sake is going on? Oh, okay. We're making sales at our shops down here. These are ones that... Ooh, look at all those people. So it looks like I'm going to have to address this too. Maybe put in some lines so that there's just not this mass chaos. Let's see if we can build a queue here. Oh no, I do have a queue. It's just when you zoom out too far, you can't see them. See how they disappear? I don't like that. I don't feel like I'm zoomed out enough to not be able to see them. And there's definitely enough space in line for all these people to get in. Same here. And then they're going through security. And I feel like 4 security areas should be enough to satisfy the needs of 3 potential planes coming in. Maybe, maybe not, but I feel like that's enough. I don't know if there's any advantage to the large security area versus a small. I just don't know. When you go into, I believe it's items and security checkpoint, there's a small one, which you can see takes up a whole lot less space. And I don't know if the big one is any faster, because if it's not, it doesn't make sense to have all of these. You could have like, I could have like 8 or 12 of the small ones, and theoretically be able to do 2 to 3 times the number of people based off of these big ones. So that doesn't make sense to me. It also doesn't make sense that nobody's in this line when this one has people in it. This one has a whole line of people. Go to that line. Why would you choose that line or this line if this one is wide open? Ready? See this guy? Poor decision, man. Here's another one. Poor decision. Excellent, excellent. Poor, poor, excellent. Poor. So, yeah. Same here. These are poor decisions right here, folks. There are plenty of check-in counters, although there's not staff there, so let's go take a look at our staff room. Are you guys all just chilling? Maybe we just need to have some more staff. And you guys are airport staff, correct? Sure. We'll hire some more of you guys and see what's going on there. But if I go into the actual staffing area and I just look at airport staff, I don't have a ton, but I think I should have enough to take care of this. And airport staff jobs, you guys need to work. Really? 6 hours is your breaking point? Wah, poor babies. So we'll go through and do that. This area seems to be working well. People are sitting down waiting for their flights. We have this area which people are making sales. I don't know how well they're doing. The contract's not yet complete. They're nowhere close, but we still have a lot of time left. And this one, nowhere close either, but we have a lot of time left to get there. But again, these things are super valuable. These little contracts here, I've made $120,000 there, and this one I've made $61,000 just in having them there, which is fantastic. So you get a whole bunch of people stuck here. Here's all my contractors just not doing anything except for that one guy coming in to do his job. And let's go through with a foundation and, or maybe a wall? It's probably a wall. Where's the wall? I don't like how they have this stuff set up. So we're going to go through here and remove this wall. Maybe with the bulldozer tool? I'm still figuring out these parts. This part doesn't, I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, so we have that. I do need to set that as a secure area here. So this giant area here, 38 by 30, is now all secure along with the rest of it. And hopefully, there we go, with some of these guys going through, doing their thing. Look at this. Look at this army. There's an army of guys going down, doing their job, getting everything. Well, I should say they were all going to do this, but that's not true. Most of them are just going to the break room. So once they're done doing that, I'm going to send most of these guys home. So construction, we're going to dismiss everybody, but we're going to keep like 25 of those guys as our actual workers, and we'll do that. And then, let's see, we need to, well, first I guess we need to go through and add taxiway nodes to connect to that point, and another one to this point. Then we need to set our check-in areas. We have 2 of those set up for our other ones, so we'll do the same setup here. We have a boarding desk, and they are kind of set up. Okay. 1 and a 2, and 1 and a 2. Fantastic. So hopefully those will get going there shortly. We'll go into floor. Is that the floor that we have there? I don't know. I don't know if that's the same floor. These are not differentiated enough for me to really be able to tell. I think that's those. So again, I should be able to click, hold, and drag, or click and drag. But I have to click, and it's there. I just want to be able to click, hold, and drag. If I click, hold, and drag, I have to click again to do it, which I can see why they did that. I can understand the kind of the process that they're thinking behind that. I'm just not personally a fan. I'd much rather be be able to do stuff. I also don't like how... Alright, so we have to have construction for everything, but we can build floors and cover them instantly? That doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so we need to wait for that. And then we can start opening these stands up and getting some more flights in there. I might eventually remove this. I don't think with a big airport you need to have general aviation necessarily. Especially these dumb little planes. If they had more kind of like private planes and those type of things, as far as like Learjets and those, I think that'd be really cool, but they're not there. So what's the point of having all this stuff? So our morning flights are rocking out. We shouldn't really have well, we have a little bit of line. Don't wait for him. You're jets. You don't have to wait for anything. See that plane randomly pop up there? That was weird. Alright. So we're doing that. Let's assign to that, and then you are getting assigned there, and then you're getting assigned to that one, and you're getting assigned to that one. I also don't like that there are very clearly queues set up here, but you can't create any queues. Why? Why is that the thing? So we're going to add some stands. Let's see, where's this one at? So that one's kind of in line. I just want to make sure I get the spacing similar or the same as all of this. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I guess I need to add another one for this guy. We'll do that there. And then the same thing's going to happen at this one. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. What's your problem now? Open that stand and open that stand. Alright. And we have those open. They're ready to go. Well, sort of. I guess we should wait for the last pieces here of this gate seating to get in there. Hopefully, it looks like our worker bees are scattering to do their job. Here they go. Look at them. Beautiful. You guys are dropping in all your work. Wonderful. Very happy with you right now. Thank you, worker bees. And yeah, we could fit another couple of areas down here. I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like we're going to have 5 here. There's going to be another 5 over here, and then probably 3 in the middle and another 3 in the middle. That's probably going to be enough, showing based off the contracts we have here. So let's slow the game down here. We're going to assign that one. And I'm basically looking for anything that has these pre-done items. So that one's a 10-day one for Air Strada. Alright, so we're definitely gonna want to pay attention to Air Strada first. Same with NOS. And it seems like the more of these you open up, the more you actually get. So that one is 8 days. Sign that. This one is, oh yeah, we're gonna sign a lot of these. Because even though they're set each day, it's not a big deal because we can set multiple planes per stand and we don't have to worry about a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's go into our flight planner and see what we have to do. So Air Strada, you are going to just at the 45 mark. And that will be your spot every day. CLM, you're going to be at the 15s, and we're just going through and filling these bad boys out as much as possible. Why can I not put you anywhere? Alright, so we're going to go to Sunday. And we'll start off the day with you. Oh, Maple. Why? Okay. You're just smaller. That's okay. I won't get mad if they're smaller planes. I'll try not to get mad if they're smaller planes. I really want just big planes. But this game doesn't have many big planes yet, so not a big deal. We have all of these going through. I'd really like to kind of have like a hub idea where the flights are kind of set. There's a general idea of a hub, and we have planes, and it's kind of, we can set everything off of that. But that doesn't seem to be the case yet. So we just kind of got to wait on that one to see if that ever takes hold. But now we have a lot of stands here. That looks about the middle. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3 medium stands. Why are my other stands not showing on that list? They should. Right, my flight planner? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Why are you not showing? What's wrong with these stands? Oh, I don't have them turned on for commercial. That's stupid. If they're not able to be used for general aviation, why are they not showing up for commercial? They should automatically be enabled for that. That's stupid. Game developers, another idea. If you have the medium stands that can't be used by general aviation, don't give that an option. Just turn it on to the main one. I don't understand why that is a problem in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah. Let's go back into our contracts area and see if we can sign on some more airplanes. Sure, we can take you. And do we have any nice others? Yeah, we can take you too. Alright, let's go into our flight planner and just make sure we can do all this. Because while I say we can do all these, sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean that we can. So we're taking 13 flights. Ooh boy, that's a lot of flights. So you can fit there. Cool. And then Sunday, let's go in and fill in some more. So you're going to be at the 20s. You're at the hour marks. So you're going to be at 10. And really, this is just all kind of trying to make sure everything fits in there, that you have space on your runways, and that you don't kind of kill all of these. So you're going to be at the 45s. I don't know if there's a giant penalty in this game or not for missing deadlines, but we'll find out, I guess. And then on Mondays, we have some flights we need to take care of as well. So you're at the 0 mark, so you're going to be at 10. And then you'll be at 14, or I guess 15. I don't know how close to space these all together. I don't know if there's... Alright, so we got those scheduled, and yeah, that's a lot of flights to kind of iron out between all of these different days. We definitely still have some room for some small flights, but we don't really have a whole lot of those being offered to us right now. I guess we have this one, which we will sign, and we'll go into our flight planner and get that one. But man, this flight planner is filling up quickly. We have lots of stuff going on, and luckily we have room for all of it. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly where these go, and no, I want to go on the 25s. Like if I schedule 3 planes on the exact same time, does them being late influence anything? What happens with that? So I want to kind of figure that out, because it's a giant unknown for my life, and I don't like those unknowns. I want to know exactly what's going on. So I'm trying to set these smaller planes to be a little bit off of what I normally have. So like instead of 45s, it's at a 40. And we're just going to see if that influences anything. Because time-wise, things go pretty slow. Even at a fast pace, things go pretty slow, and yeah. And look, we have our first plane going to one of our new spots. Look at that. It's beautiful. Let me tell you. Makes you feel good. But we are generating $12,000 plus an hour right now. Now we're up to $13,000 an hour. Oh, that was a good feeling. Person can't read. if you can't find where your flight's at, that's not my problem. I mean, legitimately, look at this. You go through here. You either go down here to small planes, which you should know if you're on a small plane, or up here, what you can literally see from the check-in desk for the big planes. This is not difficult. This should be very, very easy. I don't know why it's not. So, we've expanded the airport greatly. We've gone through and taken a look at this. And by expanded the airport greatly, I mean that we've added on 2 jetways. But the nice thing is that we didn't actually spend any money. We had the exact same amount of money, almost, that we started out with, which is good. And we have planes on the ground, and we have, looks like some hail there for a second. But otherwise, everything is working out nicely. Our planes are doing what they're supposed to. I also don't know if there's any preferred size to, like if you look here, see how close that was to that? I don't know if there's any preferred size to the taxiways. And if we have bigger planes, if they have not enough taxiway, does it influence things? Because theoretically, you can make a taxiway, I think you can make it 1 by 1 if you wanted to. Let's take a look here real fast. So made a grass taxiway. Yeah, you could just make it 1, and that would be fine. So could one of these planes just travel on 1 by 1? It wouldn't be realistic at all, but if you could save a lot of space. You could fit a lot more gates and everything into where they want to go. So that's something maybe to look at here in the future as far as that, especially for the makers of this game. If you guys could require different taxi sizes for different size planes, I think that would be good as well, and really add a new challenge, because if there's bigger planes coming, which I'm assuming there are, to get to those bigger planes you need to kind of know what's going on and how to set things up. So that could be an interesting new little twist on things. I'll probably eventually add some more little of these guys, the general aviation down here, even though I don't want to. I think I might at some point. And we're going to see what's going on here. We might add on a couple more of these jetways there, the medium stands. We wound up through the day with more money than what we started, which is awesome again. So if we add on 1, 2, and 3, and look at that, we have room for our worker trucks, which is great. And then we'll add on our foundation here. So I'm going to click once. I don't have enough money for that, unfortunately. So we'll speed through the night here. If I wanted to, there is a way to skip forward to the next day. Fast forward. It says it's doing it, but nothing really changes. And one other thing, the tutorials has changed. So you can do a small airfield. There's a regional, and then there's an international, which doesn't have anything filled out there. So when you go into this one, there's a whole bunch of stuff. When I go back into the regional airport, it gives you a bunch of the information, but it doesn't give you everything. So there's stuff there. But this interface is still brutal. It definitely needs help. I'm not a fan of it. It just needs to be worked on greatly. So we're going through doing our thing. We had, I think, we had a bank loan at one point, so let's go through and see. Do we have any loans? Oh, we repaid all of our loans apparently. Let's take out that. Okay. So we took out a loan. Now we should be able to go through and do the rest of that foundation. You know, foundations are super cheap in this game, which I love. Like, that's $60,000. In Sim Airport, that would have been like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's all well and good. Let's deploy some more workers. So we have all of our workers out. We should have some yellow buses coming. Here they come. There's one. This also needs to be worked out. This is terrible. This setup here is just... I don't understand why this is what they chose. If you could set one-way roads, that would be awesome. Like, buses come in and then go out. But there's no rhyme or reason of why they go the way they do. So, like, this is stupid. I don't like it. Not a fan. I want there to be a change on that end. Are these guys... Ooh. So So we need to sign a contract here. Which one makes us the most money? You do. So we'll sign you. And this one. You still have some time left on there, and we have no hope of making that one. How about these guys? Do we have any hope of making that? No, probably not. But we have our flames coming in. Everything's looking good. We have our people just standing in the bathroom because what else do you have better to do at the airport than stand in the bathroom? Ooh, that was cool. I didn't know that the water actually worked. So when they come in, see this guy in blue. See how the water works? This guy's going to come out. These guys look invisible. Interesting. Why? Why are you invisible? This is an interesting game. So that guy should be going. So this guy's coming over. And water. Look at that. Unnecessary animation, but I appreciate the effort. So we're going through. We're definitely expanding this airport. We're adding on a ton of gates. This entire area, especially up here, is going to become a lot more active here as we add on gates. We add on everything that we need to do. And I'm pretty happy with where we're going. But for right now, I think that's the end of this episode because, quite honestly, I think they've kind of ran out of stuff to do for right now. But I really want to start. What is going on there? What is going on there? Okay, planes on top of each other. But look at this. We have all of our planes set up. So there's 4 planes or big planes on the ground. And it looks great. I think another big plane just landed. So hopefully we'll have 5 big planes on the ground at one time. The game's kind of chugging along at this point. Because I'm stressing it out. It's not liking what I'm doing. And there's planes landing. You can see them. But they're not doing anything. They don't actually land. See this? It's repeating kind of animation there. So that needs to be fixed. But again, alpha game, not too concerned with it. I just am more concerned that our airport gets built and it's doing what it's supposed to do. But that's all for this episode. I think we'll go through and figure out baggage and that kind of stuff on our next episode. And we'll bring some more gates onto this side. We might not really go too crazy over here. Because I don't think there's any benefit. The game's already chugging along, and I think we've kind of reached the max. You see that plane's landed like about 12 times here in that little sentence or two that I've talked about. So I'm pretty happy. I hope you're happy, and I will see you in our next episode. See you then. Bye-bye.